The Polish Prince introducing Andrzej Fonfara. Adonis Superman Stevenson.
Got your mouthpiece? Let me see it. Let me see your mouthpiece. Okay. Already went through the instructions. Let's have a good clean bout. Touch them up. Come out at the bail. May the best man win.
Ready for this new stage of his career, about to make the third defense of the lineal light heavyweight championship of the world, and we are underway. Mauro Ranallo, Al Bernstein, Paulie Malignaggi, Brian Kenny, and Jim Gray, along with the rest of our Showtime sports crew in the Showtime debut of Superman Stevenson.
Andrzej Fonfara, not timid at all. He came right out attacking Stevenson.
And for that matter, it's a Showtime debut of Fonfara as well.
Yes.
And he goes to the body, so he earned the right to be here tonight.
A lot of times, guys like Stevenson with heavy hands have trouble showing that power when they're on the back foot. So maybe Fonfara is trying to back him up.
Stevenson, sorry, I'll go ahead, my man.
Fonfara has a very good double jab, and they expect to use that to try to get the right hand in. Gabe Campillo, who, as you mentioned, sparred with Fonfara. He's a former champion.
And down goes Fonfara, courtesy of the left.
3, 4, 8. In your glove.
Fonfara down for the third time in his career, knocked down twice against Derek Finley, and now Stevenson going in for the proverbial kill. Unloading a plethora of straight left hands has Fonfara cornered. Under a minute left in the first round. Straight left through the guard by Stevenson. Chance of Superman ringing through the confines of the bell center.
Fonfara's got to give Adonis Stevenson a reason to doubt or some kind of pot shot in between those powerful punches Stevenson's throwing.
Ironically, before all this bad stuff started from Fonfara, he landed a nice left hook.
It has been nullified by the more lethal left hands of the defending lineal light heavyweight champion. A scintillating start to tonight's main event here in Montreal.
Break.
Sam Colonna with good advice, keep your hands up. He didn't here, and the straight left hand got in from Stevenson. That was what began all the problems. We'll take yet another look at it. Stevenson with the jab as a rangefinder, and then the straight left hand gets in.
Fonfara on the attack.
Sam Colonna, a very well-known boxing figure in Chicago. His Windy City gym, well-known there. And he has guided Fonfara. Fonfara's fought 26 of his 28 fights in Chicago, so he's built up a big fan base there. Right now, he'd like to survive the second round.
Fonfara's team really believes that their fighter also has a big punch, a big right hand. So
Counter left by Stevenson.
And let's see what Stevenson's doing. He's throwing those counter shots when Fonfara's throwing the right hand. That's what Fonfara needs to do to Stevenson as well. When Stevenson gets off his power shots, Fonfara needs to create that doubt by throwing a counter. Right now, he's just giving him this earmuff defense. If Stevenson knows his counter punch is coming, he won't be so excited to throw so many power shots.
Right hand connects by Fonfara, who has regrouped following a disastrous opening round in which he went down for the third time in his career.
By nature a left hook artist, but he said that punch is important to use in this fight, and we've seen flashes of it.
Chance of Superman in the crowd.
And Stevenson and Fonfara, for that matter, both looking for the KO here tonight. "60 seconds left in the second round." Has a tendency to do that, and there's a left hook. Avoiding it, though, was Stevenson.
We'll see again a counter shot by Stevenson. It's just enough to at least create a little bit of doubt in the offense of your opponent if he knows that you're sharp with your counters. Even if they don't land, as long as he's seeing them.
Lateral movement by Stevenson as they clinch. calls for the break. 30 seconds left in the frame. Body shot by Stevenson. Final 10 seconds of another action-packed round between Adonis Stevenson and Andrzej Fonfara for the light heavyweight championship of the world. Speaking of champions,
in that round, the left hand of Stevenson became, again, a nemesis for Fonfara. He's able to land that punch as a lead. He's able to land it when he uses the jab. In this case, it was a lead punch. And then Stevenson getting out of harm's way.
smattering of booze before the opening bell. I thought maybe Paulie was sporting his New York Rangers jersey again.
No, that was the other day, and it didn't bring us any luck.
Thus far, Adonis Stevenson and Andrzej Fonfara giving as good as they get. Fonfara trying to rebound from the knockdown in the opening round while Stevenson utilizing the footwork. And that's something, Al. Yes, he's known for his incredible knockout power.
Said to us, he said, you know, he's got a high boxing IQ, and when I give him something, he works on it that day, not 3 days later. Looking to lay some traps for Fonfara. There's the hook by Fonfara. It's not his best punch, but you can land it against Stevenson, and he got it in there over a lazy jab.
And with a left hand versus right hander, the left hook is closer on the way out.
Coming up on the midpoint of round 3, Stevenson attacking the body with the left hand. Got interested in the sport after seeing the likes of Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard on TV. Leonard, of course, winning a gold medal here in Montreal at the '76 Olympics. Also tasted defeat for the first time as a pro in this area code, getting outpointed by chief rival Roberto Duran in their first meeting. Fonfara nursing a bloody right eye with less than a minute remaining in the third round. Another body shot by Stevenson. Beautiful combinations, mixing it up upstairs.
This fight has been really interesting. You know, Stevenson doing very good work in this round, but Fonfara came out doing good work, landing hooks and some other punches.
Borderline.
Stevenson's ability to change range is really bothering Fonfara because he's following Stevenson around, but then it's Stevenson that gets off first every time.
Is the champion Stevenson. Fonfara ducks under that left hand.
He's keeping Fonfara out of punching range, and then when he wants to get off, Stevenson gets in punching range and is back out. So he's controlling the range, and in that way, he's controlling the punch output.
We are through 3 rounds here in tonight's main event from La Belle Province.
Well, Fonfara will get hit with the jab in the straight left hand as he misses with the jab. He counters very effectively, and Stevenson countering effectively with his own combination. And Fonfara at some point was able to crank up this very good left hook. It didn't do any serious damage to Stevenson, but it was a punch that...
Of course, you think of the likes of Bob Foster, a light heavyweight, one of the division's best champions in history, as Fonfara just caught Stevenson.
He can make something happen with that punch. It's the one punch that Stevenson, I think, is available against him.
31 knockouts, and of course, one of the best fights in Canadian and Montreal history, one of the best fights of all time against Yvon Durrell here in this city back in 1958, where he survived 4 knockdowns before stopping the flying fighting fisherman in the 11th hour.
Yeah, Archie Moore, and that was a classic.
Okay, off his head, off his head. Step back, off his head.
Power punches landed round by round gives you an indication of where Stevenson has been at. Again, that's everything other than jabs that have landed. And Stevenson has landed more than his share. Fonfara going low again. He's done that on 2 or 3 different occasions.
And again, the chorus, the Bell Center in Montreal. Stevenson unloading with a couple of lefts. Sticks out the jab, countered by Fonfara.
Fonfara has faced 2 of the last 3 fighters he's faced have been lefties, including Gabriel Campillo, the former champion, who, as we said, sparred with him for this fight. So the lefty style alone isn't the issue for him. It's the power of Stevenson.
Body shot and then a jab through the guard. Fonfara smiling. Paulie,
Yeah, he's trying to play the mind games, but right now it's not about if Stevenson is hurting him or not. It's about that he's giving away each and every round to Adonis Stevenson, and so he's got to come up with an adjustment.
Fonfara got a nice right hand in there a moment ago. He is, he's losing these rounds, and Paulie is right. He's in this fight though, and he's competing.
He's a live guy. I mean, he's still, and that's why Adonis Stevenson is still sort of marinating him and not going for the kill yet. Stevenson is boxing him intelligently, and he'll probably try to go for the kill later on in the fight.
Yeah, I agree. But right now,
if he continues to have that success, obviously.
Round 4 comes to a close.
Bell. Adonis Stevenson going downstairs. Excellent combination to the body. And then the lead left hand, which has been such an important weapon for him. Get the right hand, and this was a big part of his plan. He used the jab to set this up and was able to get the right hand in there.
It's Stevenson backing up, trying to flash the jab. Fonfara looking to emulate compatriots Thomas Adamek and Darius Michalczewski, who both won titles in this division. In fact, Michalczewski holds the record for most successful title defenses at light heavyweight with 23. And now Stevenson upstairs, but those punches blocked by Fonfara.
Was with the last fighter to go 12 rounds against Stevenson, Donovan George. He was in his corner when at 168 pounds, George went to 12 rounds with Stevenson.
In his weight class.
He won the titles, and now I guess that kept him at light heavyweight and kept him defending the title. Once you win that kind of hard weight, you're not looking to leave. And there's again the left hook.
Good counter left by Fonfara. There's a left hand downstairs by Stevenson again, digging away at the body. Oh, straight the jab by Fonfara, and there's a body shot. And for the second time in the fight, Fonfara ruled as being down. Minute 30 left in the 5th.
Fonfara needs a counter there. Again, he's got to catch and shoot these body shots.
Adonis Stevenson beginning to tenderize Fonfara's body. Left hook to the liver, countered with a right to the body by Fonfara. Shelling up, and now Stevenson jacks his jaw with a beautiful left uppercut.
At times you can't punch inside of Stevenson. It's just Fonfara. He tried it there.
Yeah, there was the hook that he's tried to land. Fonfara is one tough customer in there. Sucking it up in this round after going down with the body shot and still fighting back.
And there was an attempt at some catching and shooting there by Fonfara, and he's got to do a little bit more of that.
Fonfara remains.
Stevenson very patient, not rushing it.
Good counter left hook. Final seconds of the 5th. Another nasty shot to the body. Another body shot. Stevenson all over Fonfara as we go to round 6.
In what would turn out to be another 10-8 round, that straight left hand pretty early in the round. There was at least a minute 40 or so left in the round, and you thought maybe this might be the beginning of the end for Fonfara. As we look at it again, he goes down, but amazingly was able to stay on his feet.
Straight right hand by Fonfara. Coming into this fight, Stevenson. What adjustments does Fonfara have to make, Paulie?
He's gotta just stop walking straight in like this. He's trying to cut distance on Stevenson. He's got the right idea in cutting distance, but he's coming in at the same speed, not changing the look at all. He's got these earmuffs high up all the time, giving the same target, the same look. He's got a little bit of head movement going on there, and that's what he needs to do a little bit more of. Then he's got to shoot some counters when Stevenson gets off.
Al, you talked about Stevenson's poise, his patience. Is that what has impressed you the most thus far? Or what is it about Stevenson that you like in this fight?
Well, I mean,
other than the power.
Yeah, that is part of it. That's a big part of it. You know, he's landed, so his accuracy is special.
Another straight left to the body, and Fonfara in trouble.
This is happening because Fonfara stays squared up. He stays too square, and those straight left hands get through that guard, either whether they're at the head or the stomach. It can't be that square against a left-hander.
And Fonfara now on his bicycle. Stevenson again attacking the body, left hook to the liver. And a look at the show stats. Body shots landed. He's more than doubled Fonfara.
And so powerful.
Fonfara, double jab. And he is one tough hombre from Poland. Andrzej Fonfara had his pro debut in Poland, but the rest of his career has taken place in North America, making his Canadian and Showtime debut here tonight. But in tough. 15 seconds remaining in the sixth. Double right hand to the head by Fonfara. Block that jab by Stevenson. Referee telling them not to talk to each other, just fight. We're going to round 7.
Of course, he created a knockdown with the body punch a round or so ago, and that almost a duplicate of what created the knockdown, and that was pretty early in the round. Amazingly, Fonfara was able to have the resiliency to come back from this. He is, as we said, a very resilient fighter for sure, though he's clearly behind in this fight.
Father Time's arch nemesis Bernard Hopkins, the oldest man to win, defend, and unify the title, and the man who most likely face the winner of tonight's fight. Fonfara with the lead right hand. Let's take a look at the unofficial Showtime scoring.
Stevenson in this fight.
Crowd wanting to rally Stevenson with chants of Superman. You wonder, though, they were very vociferous at the beginning and in the early rounds. Are they maybe surprised that Fonfara's still in there, Paulie, as he comes back?
He has been stopped once before, Fonfara, by Derek Finley. We talked about that. But tonight, he's hanging in there against this power-punching light heavyweight, Adonis Stevenson.
Stevenson backing up.
You see the there's a right hand there by Fonfara.
Solid right hand.
The changing of range by Stevenson as he keeps it moving, but when he's ready to punch, he plants and fires. Fonfara just following him around, not surprising him with anything. He's got to make some sort of adjustment.
Well, and the big issue is the right hand of Fonfara has landed from time to time, but it has done nothing.
30 seconds left in the 7th round. Fonfara with a right hand. We are through 7 rounds at the Bell Center in Montreal, and next month we will return to one of our favorite venues. We're going to be in the great outdoors of the StubHub Center in Carson, California.
And the return of Robert Guerrero, which is fascinating and much anticipated.
He hasn't fought since losing to Floyd Mayweather back in the early part of last year. Floyd Mayweather's debut with Showtime.
Now in the last round, according to show stats,
Fonfara.
Stevenson started this camp for the fight in Germany, and they toured around. They trained in several different locations.
Want to get that high altitude training in Big Bear, California.
Fonfara at times tries to change the look.
Oh, now he's working the body. Good job by Fonfara. Has Stevenson along the ropes, and then Stevenson delivers a stiff left to the...
which Sam Colonna has been asking him for.
And he changed the look there by bending his knees a little bit and giving a different look. He still had the high guard, but at least he changed the look of the height that he was standing at. And so he's increased his output the last couple of rounds, Fonfara, and it seems like Stevenson has slowed down just a little bit.
Lead right to the body. There's a straight left down the middle. And there's the right hook to the side of Fonfara's head. And now Stevenson picking up the pace.
And that's the thing about that earmuff defense. No punching back, no counters.
I'm going to tell you something, though. Stevenson's pushing his punches a little bit in this round. Yep.
There's a right hand that connects for Fonfara. He's definitely been the busiest we've seen him in a while here in round number 8, coming up on the final 30 seconds of the frame. Ever so slightly on Adonis Stevenson. Walking him down with 15 seconds left in the round. Well, Memorial Day weekend in the United States, but across the world, we appreciate the noble service of our veterans and our servicemen wherever they may be.
Facing a Stevenson who looks to me like he's getting a little tired. Fonfara was able to get some things done in the last round, throw combinations, and we, for the first time, saw some balance issues.
The bell goes to signal the start of round 9. Lineal light heavyweight champion Adonis Stevenson in the Kronk gold with blue and red. The challenger Andrzej Fonfara in the black. Right hand by Fonfara. Coming forward. Stevenson bending over. Stevenson goes down with a straight right hand.
And there's the right hand that we're talking about.
The last time Stevenson was knocked down was against Darnell Boone, the only other time in his career, and that led to his lone loss.
Fonfara's got to raise the urgency right here. Stevenson's got to be careful to keep it in tight.
Left hand by Stevenson. And another solid right hand by Fonfara. The tide is turning.
He's taking too big a move sometimes.
A minute 15 left in the 9th.
That number tells you a lot. The power punches landed this round.
Last jab at the end. He's throwing the 1-2. Stevenson spins out, and that laser left jab lands at the end every time.
Straight right hand connects again. Who went down in round 1, down in round 5, but has bounced back to knock down Adonis Stevenson.
Good fight. War of wills now.
High drama in Quebec. Stevenson with a straight left through the guard. And the jab connects.
Clearly around Fonfara's winning. Does he have enough time to completely turn this fight around? And can he get a knockout?
Stevenson's nose now bleeding.
Throughout its rich boxing history, this one is shaping up to be another one. Adonis Stevenson, the lineal light heavyweight champion, in tough against challenger Andrzej Fonfara.
Sugar Hill trying to rally his man. This is where Stevenson got in trouble. Those short left hook and the right hand.
He's not tidy with the escape here, and because of that, he gets caught on the follow-up as he's making the defensive move.
After this onslaught of Fonfara.
10th round underway. Adonis Stevenson's trainer, Javon Sugar Hill, Emmanuel Stewart's nephew, retired Detroit policeman after 12 years on the force. He's definitely trying to rally his charge here in Adonis Stevenson, this fight anyway.
And remember, now that was a 10-8 round for Fonfara. There have been 2 10-8 rounds prior to that.
So let's look at the unofficial scoring as Stevenson lands a left uppercut and a straight left through the guard.
We have its array of scores as Stevenson now has Fonfara in some trouble.
And now Stevenson putting the pressure on Fonfara. Fonfara punching his way off the ropes and then takes a shot below the belt. Double left and then the front face lock with a little short right uppercut. Hey, Fonfara can all about the gamesmanship.
But a smart smother there by Stevenson. Fonfara bit on it and grabbed him.
As well. Remember, he hurt Fonfara early at the body and put him down.
Right hook to the body by Stevenson. Follows up with a sweeping left hand. Another right hook to the body. Short left uppercut by Fonfara. 45 seconds left in the 10th. Right hook to the body. Left hand to the body by Stevenson. Fonfara leaning in.
A great comeback round for Stevenson with all his body work.
This is with the left uppercut countered effectively by the jab from Fonfara. There's a straight left to the midsection by Stevenson. Right hook to the body. Left uppercut. Plenty of action here in round number 10. Saturday night is indeed all right for fighting here at the Bell Center in Montreal. Shaping up to be a terrific light heavyweight championship battle.
That's what he did well in the previous round. Here's where Stevenson working downstairs. He did some great body work during the course of that round. He was coming with the left hand, and
we begin the championship rounds.
No holding. Let him go.
Here in Montreal, between the two of them, 25 of their last 26 combined wins have come by knockout. Stevenson's last 13 and 12 of the last 13 for Fonfara.
Fonfara's found a home for that left hook in there. A short, little, teensy left hook. We're going to see it again in this round.
Straight right by Fonfara. Combination by the challenger. Now, but Stevenson working the body before going upstairs. Left hook as he walks in. Now Stevenson begins to batter the body again. Left hook by Fonfara. Stevenson going to work. The crowd on its feet. But Fonfara very cool under fire.
And now he cranks that little left hook in. Give Stevenson credit. He was so tired and he's come back so well.
He hurt him with that left uppercut.
And I'm not sure body work by Fonfara would be helpful.
Man, Paulie, he's finding that left uppercut inside is Stevenson.
Yes, he is. He's got to be careful, though, not to punch himself out, because he is a little fatigued as there he goes in the clinch again. Because Fonfara not backing off despite the heavy assault from Stevenson.
The last half of this round could be interesting if Stevenson is tired. Stevenson has done a great job downstairs. He has created a knockdown and many issues for Fonfara.
And again, Fonfara fighting off the ropes. Fonfara misses with a wild right. Digs away with a short left hook. Left uppercut again, grazing the chin by Stevenson. What a pace here in round 11. I know that unofficially Showtime's crew has Stevenson comfortably ahead, but man, things have really picked up and become more dramatic here down the stretch. Stevenson again working the body. 3 minutes of what has been a terrific title fight.
Watch your hands. Bell. Watch your hands. Watch your hands.
Adonis Stevenson dominated this round for the most part with the body work. He is just trying to get to the body. He's not even attempting to go upstairs and not getting countered by Fonfara because Fonfara is hurt so much by those body punches.
His heart and his courage as we get set for the 12th and final round. Adonis Stevenson's career-long 10-fight KO streak in jeopardy.
Yeah, gotta love Fonfara, the enthusiasm he's got. He slipped there.
Stevenson exhorting the crowd, but he better be careful he doesn't get hit with something.
Not the time to acknowledge his fan base here in Montreal as he is in the thick of a very tough fight. May very well be behind on the scorecards, but he is acquitting himself very well in the latter rounds.
And created a knockdown in this fight and had Stevenson in some trouble. Being knocked down in round number 9 and in serious trouble and tired.
I'll tell you what Fonfara has done a few times in the past couple of rounds is not just take the left hands like that off the glove. He's actually slipped them sometimes.
And Fonfara comes back. Left hook tag Stevenson. Stevenson more. And Stevenson now goes to work. A clubbing left hand. Fonfara. These two courageous warriors putting it all on the line here. The final 60 seconds of what has been a terrific championship affair. Both of them desperately want to close the show. A jab by Stevenson. More vociferous with chants of Superman. Wanting to power Stevenson through these last 30 seconds, but Fonfara catches him.
Fonfara going for it.
hold
Let
it.
him go. Let him go.
With 15 seconds left, you can add another terrific light heavyweight championship bout to the annals of boxing history. It's been another terrific fight here in Montreal as Stevenson and Fonfara go the distance.
Motherfucker.
Judge Richard de Carofel scores the bout 116 to 109. All three in favor of the winner and still champion